Howdy, howdy, and welcome back to Squatober Day 13. 13. We're getting close. Nope. Last time I saw you, we had just done a nice little back and front squat day. The seesaw is what that was called. Still hate front squats. Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, I'm Shark. Nice to meet you. I guess we should go ahead and get into our little program. For those of you who don't know what Squatober is a month-long program that tells you how you should work out every day of October, and at the end of the month, you go for a PR squat. Now, if you have small legs have been called chicken legs at least once in your life, I recommend checking out Sore Neck Squatober on Instagram and giving their program a shot. Now, back to the video. Today's program is titled Double Coupon Day. What we have first is back squat, 2 sets of 10 reps at 50%, 2 sets of 7 reps at 65%, 2 sets of 5 reps at 73%, and then 2 sets of 3 reps at 80%. It's 8 total sets and 50 total reps. It's kind of a weird thing that we're doing today, at least in my opinion. Then it goes into bench press. We're doing 2 sets of 5 reps at 70, 2 sets of 5 reps at 75, 2 sets of 10 reps at 60, 6 total sets, 40 total reps. And then we go into deadlift, which is 2 sets of 4 reps at 75, and then 2 sets of 2 reps at 85. 4 total sets, 12 total reps. Kind of weird, but then it has cardio, dumbbell shrugs, 5 sets of 20 reps. I'm not gonna do that, but it literally has us set up for an SBD day, which is like a powerlifting thing, you know, squat, bench, deadlift. I don't know. I got to the gym kind of late today. I was gaming, but also my phone didn't charge. It has that problem that the lightning chargers do, where you know one of the pins will go bad, so it only will charge one way or another. Shame. The program it has us doing, not ideal in my opinion, but it doesn't matter because I don't make the program. I'm a follower. You know what I mean? In typical Shark fashion, we have the TNT shark flavored. They done put real fucking sharks in my pre-workout. I think today, after lifting, I want to hit like a designated like chest and tri day, since we're kind of doing a lot more benching than like deadlifting or whatever today. But I'm gonna play it by ear because it is really late. I have work tomorrow morning. I don't know. I may do a chest and tri day. I would like to get. The problem with a program like this, where you're just doing legs over and over again, yeah, your legs are gonna get meaty. You know, that's undoubtable. But the problem with it is you start like slacking on your like obvious upper body. I don't know. I'll think about it though. I don't know. I think tomorrow, with the program that I already looked at, it kind of looks like more of a back focus day. So I think tomorrow I might do a back and bi day, and then today it'd be a chest and tri. Wednesday do like a actual leg day after the squats. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. But anyway, I need to warm up a little bit more and get my knee sleeves on, and I'll see you at the squat rack. We're now here at our squat portion, or back squat portion of today's program. It has us doing 2 sets of 50%. My 50% was like 157, like 50% of 315. So that's my training max off of 350. Anyway, we don't have 2.5, so I couldn't do 160. So we have the next best thing, which is 165. We gotta hit this for 10 reps. Not too worried, but let's go ahead and hit our first set. Not bad. Set number 2 at 50%. I don't know if you could see it, but my right knee started tweaking out there, so I kind of started fucking around with my form. Shit. Alright, now we're at our second group of sets. This one has us at 2 sets of 7 at 65%. My 65 was like 204, which is perfect, because that means we do 205. 7 reps, 2 sets. Let's get her done. Nice. Now set dose at 65. You know, if the earth was flat, it'd be crazy to see how much we'd actually utilize the earth being flat. You know, like, imagine how much more space trash we would have than we already do. Not gonna lie, my hips started hurting there. My knees are kind of tweaking out, but my hips started hurting there too. And, which isn't good, my fucking back is hurting, my upper back. And I finally figured out what it is, why it's hurting. It's because I'm bracing so hard. Whenever I pull myself into the bar and create that shelf with the bar sitting up on my upper back, yeah, well, apparently that's just creating so much tension in like it's like my rhomboids. I don't fucking know. Anyway, point is they hurt. So that sucks. But we'll go ahead and get into our second group, or third group of squats. Here we have our third group of squats. This one is at 73%. My 73 was like right at 230. We can't do 230 because we don't have 2.5s. So we have the next best thing, which is 235. Not a crazy jump, but you know, it still is a little bit more. Like, say this was like a PR thing, you definitely don't want to, you know, start throwing around like too many curveball fucking weight jumps like that. But this isn't that, so we're fine. I keep fucking around my form, dude, because my knee hurts. Anyway, see you at the second set of this. Here we go at the second set of 73%. All right, my back hurts, but I will see you for the fourth group and final group of squats. Here we are at our last group of squats. This one has us doing 2 reps at 80%, 2 sets, of course. My 80% was like 250. It was like 249, maybe 252. It was something like that. Anyway, basically what that means is we got to do 255 because we don't have 2.5s. So that's what we have in the bar. We only have to hit this for 3 reps. I don't remember if I already said that. All right, anyway, 3 reps, 2 sets, 80%. That's where we are. Here's what we're doing. Let's get it done because I don't want to squat anymore, really. I don't know, my like hips and knees are tweaking out today. Even my upper back. It's not really having a good squatting session right now. It's all right. Anyway, let's crush this. I'm guessing you saw, but I fucked around with my form a lot there. I was wondering if I went a little bit wider with my grip there, then maybe it'd put less strain on my upper back. I didn't really notice the difference, to be honest, so it's all right. Anyway, see you at the second set. The last and final set of our squat session today. 3 reps. Let's get it done, and then we get to bench and deadlift. The bench is cool, deadlift, I don't really like deadlifting, but it's all right. Anyway, let's hit it. Yeah, my upper back really hurts off of that. I may need to look into that a little bit. Anyway, bench time. Okay, here at our bench session, we first start off with 2 sets, 5 reps at 70%. My 70% was like 198, so 200. We can't do 200 because we don't have 2.5s. So we have 205. Not a crazy jump, not worried. Really just wanted to crank them out if I'm being honest. So yeah, let's go ahead and get our 5 reps in. Set number 1, done. Second set at 70%. All right, now time for our second group. Second group of bench, it has us at 75%. My 75 was like, I don't know, like 212, 213. So what we have on here is 215. Should be fine. Another 2 sets of 5, by the way. Yeah, that moved fine. Another set of this. All right, now time for our second set. Light up my world like nobody else. All right, now time for our third group. Third group of bench, third and last. 2 sets of 10 reps at 60%. Now I made a judgment call. The 80% wanted me to be at 170. Since I think I'm turning today, like after today's program, into like a tiny chest and try day, I decided to make a judgment call. This is 185. It's not a huge jump, and honestly, 185 is going to move. So yeah, 10 reps. Knocked off the clip there. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it moved fine. My shoulders kind of hurt off of this, I'm not going to lie. Maybe I need to start stretching even more than I do. Better stretching. See you at the second set. All right, second and last set, 10 reps. Honestly, I think I just miscounted. I think that was like 11. I'm not sure. I started thinking about like completely different things right then, but it's all right. Tiny chest pump, but not as good as a chest pump as I'd get from incline. I honestly thought about doing incline instead of the flat bench on the program today, just to like, scratch that itch that I need. But also, I'm tired of flat benching. Incline is just science-based. I mean, it's worlds better. You're still hitting your lower and middle chest, and of course your upper chest and your shoulders. So it's better aesthetic. This is like powerlifting, which makes sense because we are doing a powerlifting program, and it's an SBD day, so there is that too. It's time to deadlift, so I suppose I'll see you then. We have our deadlift here. I've already warmed up. 2 sets of 4 reps at 75%. My 75 was like 290 off of 425 because 425.9, 75. Anyway, 290. We can't do 290 because we don't have 2.5, so we have 295. Not bad. 4 reps. Let's crank them. The second set at 75. First set felt alright. I haven't done an SBD day in a long time, so this is kind of exhausting, I'm not gonna lie. 4 reps. SBD day is a little bit more strenuous than I remember. Alright, second groups. And here we are at the second and last deadlift sets. We have to do 2 sets of 2 reps at 85%. Now, off of 425 times, 90 or 90% of 425 times the 85 put me at like 320, 323 or something like that. Anyway, point is I have 325 on the bar because we don't have 2.5s. So now we're here. 2 reps. Oops, shit. I kind of forgot how much easier normal deadlift grip is versus overhand. Now we know that. Yeah. Huh. Alright, well anyway, see you at the second and last set. I didn't take a 2-minute break. It was probably more like a minute and a half. I don't know, I figured if I yapped enough here, then I could, anyway. Last and final set of, deadlifts and the program today. 2 reps 85%. And I'm actually going to do proper deadlift form, not just like, you know, overhand grip. So 2 reps. And that, my friends, marks off the last thing on the list for today's program. I still am going to go and hit some chest, I believe. Tomorrow has us doing more of a back and shoulder day, it looks like. I mean, it does have us doing a little bit of arms too, but for my liking, I need my bodybuilding portion of this. Anyway, so I guess I'll catch y'all at the pose down and close down. I'm gonna go do a tiny bit of chest, maybe a tiny bit of triceps too, because again, I need that pump, man. You know, I'm missing it. Not gonna lie, all that was pretty straining. I forgot how much the SBD day does, you know, because you're doing all your fucking compound movements. Crazy. I was crazy once. I'll see you at the pose downs. All right, gamers. I have finished hitting chest and tri. Hopefully the pump shows it. Now, being that we did an SBD day, it's kind of like a full body day. However, it's been a little bit since, you know, we've done squats. So the leg pump probably isn't as meaty as it could be. You know, had I just skipped doing chest and tri after the program, we have a little bit better and, you know, accurate representation of what today did. However, I still think the pump's pretty good. My back hurts a little bit. My shoulders start tweaking out on incline bench as well. But I figure let's go ahead and pop the top. Let's view the damage and see what we're dealing with. Yeah, I don't look terrible. I mean, it definitely would have been better if I actually hit like a real like bodybuilding day. Also, my jaw hurts now. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a few poses and close this out. Well, that really says it for today. Now, if you stayed this long in the video, I thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. If you were following along with Squatober, I hope it's going well for you. I have my own problems, of course, but not too bad. Tomorrow looks a little interesting. It has a lot of supersets, and I'm not a big guy for supersets, but, you know, it is what it is. We're followers. We don't make the program. So anyway, with that said, I shall see you all tomorrow. If I don't see you, I want to wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And with that said, I guess I will see you all around. Bye.